Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at Minecraft on the Nintendo Wii. That's right, at least something that's very close to Minecraft. This right here is a homebrew app called CaveX, which is essentially a clone of a Minecraft client that actually runs on the Wii, believe it or not. And we're going to check it out today. I'll show you how to install it. It's really simple if you have the homebrew browser installed. And yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so like with any Wii homebrew project, we're going to start up the lovely homebrew channel to get started. And the easiest way to get this is by downloading it through the homebrew browser, but you could just download it on your computer and copy the files over to your SD card. But since I've got the homebrew browser installed, I'll just quickly open this up and show you. It's actually the first listing under games, at least as of me recording this video. And it says Beta 1.7.3 for the Wii, your favorite block game on the Nintendo Wii. And the author is ByteBit, aka Extreme 8000, and it was just released like a month ago. This is a relatively new project. It's not the first time that somebody's tried to make a Minecraft clone on the Wii, but it is the most recent one to be publicly added here in the homebrew browser. So yeah, you just go here, download it, and you go back to the homebrew channel, and let's go ahead and load it up. So the first thing you get is a world selection screen, and there are a couple of worlds that come pre-installed with it. And we're going to load into New World here, and you'll see it really looks like Minecraft. Now, to move around, you have to have the nunchuck attached to the Wii remote, and you use the D-pad on the Wii remote to go forward, back, left, and right. You use the analog stick on the nunchuck to move the camera around, and yeah, you are in creative mode here, if you want to really call it that, but there's no other mode you can switch to. And, we're flying around here, and the controls are a bit wonky. In fact, some of them on the screen there are just wrong. For example, pressing A, it says it will open up the inventory. There is no inventory to open up, as far as I can tell. Pressing A just lowers you to the ground. Pressing B is kind of like a jump, but you are permanently flying here. So if you hold down B, you'll just go up. If you hold down A, you'll go down closer to the ground. Z on the nunchuck is to punch and to break blocks, but when you break blocks, they don't actually go into your inventory. It's just to break blocks, and you can place the block that's already in your inventory by hitting C. So you can do that. You can use the plus and minus buttons on the Wii remote to switch between the items in your hotbar here. But yeah, there's no inventory to open up. You can't pick up blocks. So the only blocks you can place are things that are already in your inventory when you create the world, which we'll touch on that in a moment. But you can see, I mean, the frame rate up there, it is playing at 60 FPS. I mean, it's a really just cool thing. It really does look like Minecraft, because this is an actual Minecraft world, and that's the really cool thing about this. So if we go back to the world selection screen here, we'll hit the home button. So there's no way to generate a new world from the app, but what you can do is load up a beta version of Minecraft on your computer and generate a world from there, and then copy the world folder over to Apps CaveX Saves on your SD card, and it will show up in here. In fact, this Betaland world is something that I generated on Beta 1.7.3 on my computer, and it will load up. And yeah, so here is this really basic sand structure that I created on my computer. It's just really cool. Now, if you want items to be on your hotbar, you'll have to do that on your computer when you create the world there, because I'm not going to be able to place anything because I did not place anything on my hotbar, so I can only just delete blocks. Just the fact that you can load up a Minecraft world, even if it's a Minecraft beta world, that you generate on your computer, on your Wii, is just nuts to me. And you probably saw earlier that I have Voxelcraft here in the homebrew channel. I thought it would be cool to just briefly demo this as well. This is another one of these projects that has been around for much longer than CaveX has, like more than a couple years by this point. So this one apparently has multiplayer functionality. I saw a video about that. But yeah, we can go to single player here, and here's the world that it brings you into. And this one, the controls are way different. You don't use the nunchuck to move the camera around. You instead use it to move forward, backwards, left, and right. And you actually move the Wii remote, so you have to point it at the screen to move the camera around, which is really wonky, but it does work. And just like CaveX, you can destroy blocks, I don't think you can actually place blocks in here. I think, you know, you can place blocks, but it's only dirt. So you hit A and you place dirt, and there's no real way to change that, unfortunately, but you can break blocks. This is, again, more of a proof of concept. Also, what is really funny is when you walk on blocks, you immediately, like, go up to the top of it. So you can just walk up these mountains here. You can go walking along down here and just, oh, there's a tree. Pff, we're going to get on top of that. Go over here, get on top of that. So yeah, it is rather funny. I like how that works. Again, it is pretty rudimentary, but I thought it'd be just worth showing off on this video since we are talking about Minecraft on the Wii. The good thing about Voxelcraft too is when you press the home button, it actually brings you back to the homebrew channel, because if we load up Cavex here, and on the main screen here, the world selection, if you press home, you see down there it says it'll quit. It will just hang your Wii. And you do have to force power off your Wii. I let it sit on this screen for 10-15 minutes and it did not recover from that state. So yeah, just something of note there. But even with that, and even with the limitations, I still think that this is an incredibly cool project. And I think it deserves a lot more attention than it is currently getting. So yeah, be sure to check out Cavex and Voxelcraft if you'd like. They're both on the homebrew browser. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, all that good stuff. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.